I'll speak on behalf of how you would get in front of the local IMAF group. One of the investors are typically, or one of the members are typically either know someone, or we may get a reference from another angel group that says, hey, I've got this person who has this idea, they'd like to come present. That's one way. It's a Shark Tank model to some degree, because you got to remember, if they're looking to invest 100,000, 50,000 of their monies collectively in your company, they're going to ask the questions. So I think the rule, I believe, and help me out with this, Dave, the 10-20-30 rule is what we always go by. No more than a 10-page PowerPoint, no more than 20 minutes, and no less than 30 font. And you've got to hit that. And that's one of your first criteria. And if you can't hit that, guess what? You're going to probably be out. But there are a lot of great questions. And the reason why this collective knowledge is so good, you've got attorneys, you may have financial backers, you may have doctors in certain disciplines. And depending what comes to that door, you can get questions from any of those angles. It's really helped present that story and makes it a much better opportunity for that group to say, yeah, this is something we need to look into and vet a little deeper and do a little more due diligence. Would you agree with that, David?
Yeah, personal network all the way to get into the angel group. And part of the reason is that person who's introducing you isn't going to want to be embarrassed, and they're going to make sure you're ready.
Exactly.
I know anyone I've taken to IMAF, we've been through several practice rounds before they present. Use your resources that you have available. Ask advice from angel investors informally. They'll be willing to help you get there. Talk with your local SBTDC office. They will do practice presentations for you so you can come in and work on it. Because the last thing the person introducing you wants to do is be embarrassed by your presentation.
Yeah, I think getting a warm introduction is really, really important. They just get a lot of business plans submitted, and again, you're trying to stand out. How many deals does IMAF look at in a year?
I'd say on average, well, this one locally, I'd probably say 25 to 35 a year, something like that.
And then,
at least we'll finally get down to looking at that. We may get hundreds in.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're going to, you get a bunch submitted.
Exactly.
You're trying to get yourself to the top. So that warm introduction is important. That warm introduction says something about you as a CEO and as a salesperson, that you figured out how to get to the right person to talk to, which is the life of a startup trying to sell stuff. So that's a good test that you can pass that. And it's hard questions. So it's Shark Tank without the theater.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll get hard questions.